Leviticus Chapter 5 Verse 1. And if a soul sin, and hear his voice, that which is spoken, and he judge him, shall he then make reparation for that which he hath done? Verse 2. And he shall bring his trespass offering unto the Lord, a female from the flock, even of 2 or 3 years old. Verse 3. And he shall lay his hand upon the head of the trespass offering, and slay it at the door of the tabernacle of the congregation, and he shall burn the whole on the altar for a sweet savour unto the Lord. Verse 4. And the second he shall offer for a burnt sacrifice, according to the manner, the appointed thing thou shalt do, that he may be clean unto this day. Verse 5. But if he cannot afford 2 turtle doves, or 2 young pigeons, then he shall bring for his offering a 10th deal of fine flour for a sin offering, and he shall put no oil upon it, neither shall he put frankincense thereon, for it is not a sweet savour that he desireth. Historical context. In ancient Israelite society, sacrifices were often made to atone for sins committed by individuals or the community as a whole. Verse 6. Or if his sin, wherein he hath sinned, be known to him, then he shall bring a goat of his trespass offering unto the Lord, for a sin offering. Verse 7. And the priest shall make an atonement for him with the first of the goats, and fill his hands upon the head of the second goat, and the goat that was presented as a scapegoat shall be set free to wander in the wilderness. Verse 8. And when he is cleansed from his uncleanness, then shall he count unto him 7 days for his cleansing, and wash his clothes, and bathe his flesh in running water, and he shall be clean. Verse 9. And on the 8th day he shall take 2 he-lambs without blemish, and 1 ewe lamb of a year old without blemish, and 3/10 deals of fine flour for a meat offering, mingled with oil, and 1 log of oil. Verse 10. And the priest that maketh him clean shall present the man that is to be cleansed, and those things before the Lord, at the door of the tabernacle of the congregation. Historical context. The priests followed specific rituals when performing purification rites, which often involved the presentation of various offerings. Verse 11. And the priest shall take 1 he-lamb, and offer it for a trespass offering, and the log of oil, and wave them for a wave offering before the Lord. Verse 12. And he shall slay the lamb in the place where he shall kill the sin offering and the burnt offering, at the place of the sanctuary, for as the sin offering is to the priest, so is the trespass offering, it is most holy. Verse 13. And the priest shall take some of the blood of the trespass offering, and put it upon the tip of the right ear of him that is to be cleansed, and upon the thumb of his right hand, and upon the great toe of his right foot. Verse 14. And he shall pour out of the log of oil into the palm of his own left hand. Historical context. The ritual purification process for those who had come into contact with uncleanness often involved a series of washing and sprinkling rituals. Verse 15. Then shall he sprinkle 7 times with his finger on him that is to be cleansed, from the blood of the trespass offering before the Lord. Verse 16. And the rest of the oil in his hand shall the priest put upon the tip of the right ear of him that is to be cleansed, and upon the thumb of his right eye, and upon the great toe of his right foot, upon the place of the blood of the trespass offering. Verse 17. That he may teach all the laws which the Lord hath commanded, and that thou mayest observe them in all thine operations, and in all thy ways. Verse 18. And say unto him, Thus saith the Lord God, when ye have transgressed the judgments of the ordinances, and have committed trespass against one of these commandments of the Lord, and hath done any of these abominations, even a man, or woman in those things that were forbidden unto them by the laws of Moses. Verse 19. Then shall they confess their iniquity which they have done, and he shall put upon him all the sins thereof, that is, the trespass offering, and it shall be forgiven him. Historical context. The sin offering was an important part of Israel's worship life, serving as a means to atone for specific transgressions against God's laws. Verse 20. And he shall bring his trespass offering unto the Lord, to the door of the tabernacle of the congregation, even a ram without blemish, and with him a basket of unleavened loaves, cakes of fine flour mingled with oil, and all the unleavened bread which is for a meat offering. Verse 21. And the priest shall put them in his hands to be waved an offering before the Lord. Verse 22. Then he shall kill the ram of the trespass offering, that is to be offered for him, and the priests that are sanctified shall pour out the blood upon the altar, and the rest of the blood he shall pour at the base of the altar, and it shall be a sin offering. Verse 23. And all the fat thereof he shall offer in burnt sacrifice unto the Lord, on the altar he shall offer as a sweet savour unto the Lord. Verse 24. And he shall make amends for that which he hath done wrong by means of this trespass offering and a sin offering, and bring the 10th deal of fine flour to be waved an offering before the Lord, and with it he shall do the former day's atonement, making reconciliation for him. Verse 25. And on the 8th day he shall prepare in like manner 7 days, and what is done upon the first day was the same throughout, and that which he must do every day, until his cleansing. Historical context. Israel's priests played a vital role in maintaining purity and atoning for sin through their performance of sacred rites. Verse 26. And when he hath accomplished to the days of his cleansing, then he shall come forth to the door of the tabernacle of the congregation, that he may do in him the work of cleansing 7 days. Verse 27. And on the 8th day he shall take him 2 he-lambs without blemish, and 1 ewe-lamb a year old without blemish, and 3/10 deals of fine flour mingled with oil for a meat offering. Verse 28. And he shall bring them before the Lord unto the door of the tabernacle of the congregation, even unto Aaron and to his sons, and he shall sprinkle upon them the blood upon the altar round about. Verse 29. And when all this is done, then shall the man that is clean wash his clothes, and bathe himself in water, and be clean, and afterwards may come into the camp. Verse 30. But it shall be a trespass offering, they shall bring it unto the priest, and he shall offer it before the Lord, and he shall make atonement for him concerning his sin which he hath sinned. Leviticus Chapter 6. Verse 1. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying. Verse 2. If a soul shall sin through ignorance against any of the commandments of the Lord concerning things which ought not to be done, and shall do them contrary unto all the commandment of the Lord, whereby the people of the land do err. Verse 3. If he that is guilty shall see that wherein he hath sinned, then he shall bring in his offering of a kid of the goats for a sin offering unto the Lord. Verse 4. And he shall put his hand upon the head of the goat, and slay it at the door of the tabernacle of the congregation, and the priest shall take of the blood of the goat's blood with his finger, and sprinkle it upon the posts of the house, and on the horns of the instruments of silver before the Lord. Verse 5. And he shall sprinkle with his finger some of the blood upon the altar on the sides thereof, 7 times, in what day that is for reconciliation. Historical context. The priests were responsible for making atonement for unintentional sins through sacrifices and rituals, such as the one described here. Verse 6. And he shall burn the whole burnt offering upon the altar, it is a sweet savour unto the Lord. Verse 7. But in this case also the priest that is anointed, and whose hand hath been on the head of him among his brethren, shall bring his sin offering before the Lord at the door of the tabernacle